Hello everyone. Super excited to be here hosting the webinar alongside our customers and partners. I give you a warm welcome for to all of you to having joined us in the webinar. I'll quickly introduce myself. My name is Shafiq. I lead product marketing at Carix. Today in this webinar, we will discuss how forward-looking brands like Panasonic use WhatsApp to connect and engage with customers. I'll give you a quick introduction to our panelists here. On the panel, I have with me Abhinav Sharan, Head Through the Line Marketing, Branch Operations and Dealer Management at Panasonic India. Along with him is his colleague Manpreet Singh Bhatia, Head Spare Parts Operation and Service Automation at Panasonic India.
Thank you, Shafiq, for the wonderful introduction. So good evening, good afternoon, everyone. And thank you for joining in and sparing out time to listen to us. So as you are aware, we have started the chatbot with WhatsApp chatbot for Panasonic around 7 to 8 months back. And what we are here for is to discuss that how was the journey in this last 7 or 8 months. Specifically as a company, Panasonic is very customer centric, and we had decided that we'll only use a platform which can be very user friendly, which has an extended reach to consumers, which is very easy to use. And then obviously the choice was WhatsApp as a platform to build the chatbot. Now, when we were building the chatbot, there was also thoughts over it. We studied the competition, various industry references which we had, and then we decided that for a consumer, there has to be one number which offers every solution to them. So it has to be one common WhatsApp chatbot number, and under that we'll build up various kind of use case or flows. And then to start with, we decided to go with two flows. The first one was product and offer, and the second one was after sales product service. Now, for the first one, which is specifically product and offer, and I'm going to talk more about it in detail, and my colleague Manpreet Singh will speak about the after sales product support in detail. For the product and offer section, there was hardly any benchmarks or any kind of thing available. So it was very important to do a genuine study, understand customer requirement, and come up with some solution. And we'll discuss that. But before we discuss that, we first have to decide why should we need a chatbot actually. So can we go to the next slide? Yeah, so initially when we were thinking that why should we really build a chatbot, as I told you, we are a really customer-centric organization, and we have to make sure that we have ready solutions which makes the customer journey really exciting and easy for us. And the second thought is Panasonic has always been using different technological solutions to offer ease to consumer to drive customer conversations. Second was pandemic, which actually has given us this ignite where we thought that we should come up with some kind of solution which is like chatbot, and as I mentioned, WhatsApp being one of the best platform to do that. So I think the fifth one was restricted visit to store. So what happened when the pandemic came up, and it was something which all of us have never witnessed. The first thing which happened to the offline store was limited visits of consumer, and how do we bring that solution to an offline store, bring into the business? And obviously fifth was overall generating leads for the business. So that's how we thought of to start a chatbot if these solution can be derived from it. Who are the people who are we targeting? So many people just think that a chatbot can only go back and give a solution to a consumer, wherein we had a thought that why don't we build a platform which definitely serves at large the solutions to consumer, but can also benefit our internal stakeholders, which are our trade partners or our field team members. So the information which we have built up on this chatbot is useful for all of them. Yeah, Shafiq, let's go to the next slide. Now talking more specific about the product and offer section, and as I mentioned, there are two use cases under it. So the first flow is product and offer. There, as a company, we offer 5 solutions to all our consumers and trade partners and field staff. The first one is a easy get going opportunity to download our catalogs, product catalogs. So anywhere, so even our corporate relation team or any distributor, dealer has to visit probably and probably interact with the customer. He may not be able to carry a physical catalog every time, and in the condition of pandemic, you understand physical touch is again a concern. So then we thought that if there are solutions like this, so this is something which we built on the first stage. The second was current offers. So there are a lot of consumers who want to come to know about various offers we are running as a company. So that's the second thing. So you can easily get to know all our offers running across our various products which we offer. Third was locate a store near you, which is again connecting the dot of offline and online. So we wanted to give a solution how to increase the footfall at the offline store. And there we have created a store locator opportunity here, but by just entering the pin code, you can really get to extract a lot of information about the store near to you. Fourth is buy a product. Now, if a customer has really seen the information, gone through our detail and really shown an interest to buy a product, this platform must offer that opportunity. So we also have a lead generation opportunity here where a customer can show interest that yes, I'm looking to buy a product. And later on, we can definitely go and reach back to the customer asking his further requirements and probably close the deal through an offline store. Fifth was book an online product demonstration. So we have an experience center within the organization where we give live demonstration to the consumer. So a consumer can always book such demonstration through the WhatsApp chatbot. So these are some of the main offerings which we had under the product and offer sections. Yeah, if we can go to the next slide. Now, obviously all of you would be thinking, why this webinar? Why are we here? What is so different we have done? And what is there something which you can take along from this webinar? Okay, these are some of the different things which Panasonic has tried along with the wonderful association with Carix here. And obviously extended support from the WhatsApp team. So the first thing is driving innovation. So there could be many things which is available as a reference in the market, but how do you bring more innovation? So we thought of that direction. And the second thing was, how do we make sure that the experience is 10 out of 10 for a consumer? To do so, we had a thought leadership. And as we mentioned, the entire product and offer section is something which is first in industry, which has been built by Panasonic, and nobody has ever created such kind of solutions as a use case. So we tried offering that to the customer, making it more convenient for the consumer. Another important thing is to ensure that if I have to reach to a tier 3 and below market or a rural market, we really need to also ensure that the languages which they can understand well should also be part of the chatbot journey. And then we thought to start with the English and Hindi, both languages as a language support within this platform. And that's another advantage which I really wanted to quote, that I think WhatsApp offers various language opportunities to you. So, and obviously in future, we're trying to build more languages into it. Fifth, which is very different, is the approach of the physical marketing. And I'm sure a lot of you would know this word, those who are not. It's a very, very important word which we all are driving. Specifically, the conventional marketing and the new way of marketing is combining this word together, where we're trying that how the technological solution or the digital transformation can really help the offline stores to still sustain, to get more business. How do we mix both of them? And that is where this approach works, like a store locator program or building the leads and passing it to our offline store are some of the examples. So this is something is specific to the use case which we were discussing. Yeah, Shafiq.
So Abhinav, do you want to touch upon the digital approach as well, like talk about more about the digital approach here?
The physical approach? Yeah, Shafiq. So basically, as I was talking about, the biggest concern which arrived after the pandemic came in was the concern that most of our offline store were worried, how will we get to continue our business, because customer may buy online, and how do I ensure that I generate leads for our business? There were limited opportunities, unlocks were happening for limited hours. But how will they deliver? Because the customer were not coming to them. So there has to be a platform where customer can go extract information, show their interest to purchase, and later on that can be passed to the consumer. So that is something which is really helping us as a company, and which is something which we have extended for the consumer. Yeah, Shafiq, I think we can go to the next slide. Yes. Yeah, and finally, this is something which will be the last slide for my presentation here before I hand it over to Manpreet San. So it was very, very important again to make sure that how is my customer coming to know about it, whether I have a chatbot. So I can build probably anything under the organization or within the umbrella of the organization. But is my customer aware? So that was a very, very important thing, and that is a recommendation to everyone who's connected here, that we have to really put extended thought about it. What we did is we make sure that it is integrated in all our social media handles, whether it is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anywhere. So it's integrated, customer can easily approach from there. The second thing is ensuring an auto SMS about WhatsApp chatbot, specifically when people are calling us for a service call. And this, for example, because of the network issue or any other issue, if their call drops, they feel that I have been talking to the customer care, I was about to get this solution done, I missed out. So immediately we send a WhatsApp chatbot communication to those customers saying that it's easy, that you can still register a call with us there. The third approach was building a QR code and then ensuring that this QR code communication goes everywhere. Anything which we send to market, whether it is catalog, whether it is any POSM, and this goes both online, offline. So even though we are building any communication online on our social media handles, we used to make sure at the end we showcase this QR code. Then fifth was periodic trainings and engagement. So that's very important. You have to continuously talk to your trade partners about the new updates you're putting into it, because you may be aware, but is your customer, is your partner, is your field staff aware about it? So you have to really educate even the customer around various benefits which the platform can offer. So that's very important. Another one was dedicated link in our website. So we made sure that there is a dedicated link from where customer can easily start chatting on chatbot. And the last one was integrating it in all our tactical communication. So a lot of it pasted here, you can just have a look around it, where we make sure that whenever we are reaching to the consumer, we are talking about how can we assist making your consumer journey or the purchase journey more fruitful or more easy when you're buying a Panasonic product. So that is something which I wanted to talk about, Shafiq, and obviously we'll conclude the chat.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a privilege to be here and have a presentation with all and showcase our service journey on WhatsApp. So we start with why we chose WhatsApp. So as you know, there is no application which customer has to download. He's already on WhatsApp. So the process to make new apps is not there. And it is very popular in India. Mostly all of the smartphone users in India would have or have access to WhatsApp. Third is it's a two-way digital communication. So we have very easily integrated our CRM system with WhatsApp. So you can have an end-to-end seamless communication with them. Fourth feature, everybody knows the content sharing on WhatsApp is super easy, super portable, and very, very useful. It's very, nobody needs to give any training to a customer how to use WhatsApp. It's already known to most of the users. And fifth feature is we could develop with our business partner a natural language flow, which will see in the video that the dates need not be put up. You can just say today. So the system will understand today's date and put the same in the system. So we'll go to the next slide after understanding what this WhatsApp. So the features which we had planned are segregated into three separate divisions. First with the direct customer service, where we have to deliver customer service at the customer house. In the center, we have envisaged some support like self-support. He need not, the engineer need not visit. A customer can do a self-support click-based usage. Third is we provide a full plethora of extended warranty and accessories where the templates are shown to them. And easily the customer can go and purchase it online itself. Within the customer service, we have given the simple options like he can do an installation and a repair request. He can check the status of his call, and also he can send a message to our technician if he has some special request or a query. In self-support, the flows of WhatsApp are very, very easily definable. We created flows which customer can find with Q&A, and he can go to the content and do the solution of the problem or the query he has. We have also put out a lot of do's and don'ts on the products. He can easily understand about it. And the user manuals, which are mostly required when one gets stuck up trying to use a product. So if you look at all the three options, this gives a complete 360-degree support to a customer after he purchases the product. He can use all the features right from the WhatsApp function which is available on his phone. He need not download any app. He need not go to a website, or he need not visit multiple places out of google.com. So we have collated everything and given a single place to log in. Next slide. Okay, a simple journey is highlighted here. How first starts with the discovery. The customer can actually get to our WhatsApp number as informed Abhinav San is about website, a QR code and service communication. Immediately after the discovery, he goes into the interaction setup. As I explained in the last slide, he has the different features which he can use, and if he selects service delivery, then this service action happens at the back end, and the customer can even have the simple options like he can check the job status, he can message to our technician, and even do the appointment changes. And finally, on the journey, once the call gets closed, we have given an option to do a survey of how his experience has been. In the center, you can see everything is controlled by Panasonic CRM. So despite the flows being visible to customer on WhatsApp, the CRM, which is the core of our system, where all the data is getting saved, is lively interacting with customer through his WhatsApp. So the information is as live as available to a customer, since it's very highly integrated with our system. But the customer has only access to a simple application like WhatsApp and access all the features easily. Next. Okay, so we might like to show you what the digital transformation has been happened for the customer. So two perspectives are shown here. If you look at the customer perspective, he gets a lot of media outputs from the system once he tries to access the FAQs and do's and don'ts. So he gets PDF, videos, a lot of PPTs are available in the media perspective. Second is he gets control of his job. So he can message to technician, he can cancel the job, he can divert or take a new appointment right from WhatsApp. And it is, third point is easy to use. We have used natural language flow, so customer need not have to learn to use complex forms which are normally there on websites to navigate and go through. This the flows have been built very, very easily for the customer to navigate and go through and get his job done very, very easily. Panasonic perspective, you can say the digital capture is always has high accuracy. The name, the address, and the defects are very easily and without any error are given to us. Second point we have enjoyed is the negligible cost as you compare to a live agent support, where the cost is primarily quite heavy. But if you look at the customer service request perspective, it's only a data collection. So we don't need an agent to lively type it into the system. The WhatsApp is doing it very, very beautifully and very conveniently. We'll show you a video on how the same is being done, so then you can actually have a feel of how fast and how easy it's for the customer. And last is the digital feedback. We are asking our customers at end of the service journey to rate to us, to tell us how their journey has been. Do they have any good points, bad points for us to learn? And it's all digitally captured. So that also gives us a 360-degree feedback from whatever the customer has experienced our product. So we'll go to the next one, please. I'll do a simple voiceover. So here is the welcome, and I will just select an installation, and it's asking me if your number is registered or not. If I select 1, then it gives me data privacy rules, which I'm agreeing to take this message forward. So it's asking me is your product delivered or not. So if I say yes, then it is understanding that I need some kind of installation service. So I'm going to select my product as air conditioner, and asking me, would you like to have a support or old call or a new call? So I just put 2 as a new call, and now he's helping me register a new installation. Now please note, this is a bot. This is not being answered by an agent. So he's asking me date of purchase. I just mentioned yesterday. This is the natural language feature we have. So yesterday will be understood by a computer as a date, and I'm just entering a dealer name. And in case I don't know any information, I can easily type no and go ahead also. The system understands what is a no, as a natural language algorithms are already built into the system. So, so it's just asking me what is the preferred date of installation. So again, I put natural language as today. So it's understanding today's date is what I want. Asking me time when I want the technician on. So it's all gathering all the information. Now I never put my phone number and my address, but this is all pulled out of Panasonic system. So I told you it's integrated end to end in our system. So if the customer is already registered, very quickly he will be able to register a call with us, and it's very easy and fluent for him. So just confirming all the information regarding product, date of purchase, everything, and I am going to receive my job ID as of now. So this is live, and the customers are really enjoying using the feature.
That's a very important question, and strategically, when I was talking about this, that why we used WhatsApp as a platform, one of the important thing which we all studied is the penetration. And if you see for the smartphone market, it's almost 100%. Now, any consumer who buy a smartphone nowadays, it's obvious that he will probably install a WhatsApp for sure. And even the level of communication, so SMS is almost a history now. Everybody uses it as the first platform to message each other, to talk to each other, to share even their updates within their family and everything. So capitalizing on the platform which is already available was one of the thought. And since the smartphone market is also growing in India, and eventually there are a lot of other things, the LED market, everything. So gradually the expectation is that chatbot itself will become an important tool to interact with the rural audience. And once we are there, and since we have as a brand also have built up Hindi as a language in the offering, and going ahead we are thinking about to add some other language, we are very confident that this is definitely going to contribute a lot towards the rural success for Panasonic.
Okay, as we already know that WhatsApp is a very simple digital communication tool. So our target was always there to go beyond standard customer service. Since our service motto is our passion, your delight, which we do in all our processes. We set up a chatbot which can be easily understood in the natural language of customer, and very easy menus were created. I just demonstrated one of those menus to you. And in today's world, faster communication is the key. So we have some great features like ability to contact service technician, confirm about product delivery, cancel the request, and also track your job online. The dynamicity of WhatsApp allows customer to do self-help and self-service. That was another feature we have utilized, with a lot of content being put on for customers to access and get support. And finally, what I can say is it's power in the hands of consumer now. Yeah, actually in future, what we have planned is that we would like to have the customer invoice copy and the defect video also to be interfaced to our system. Currently, we are asking the consumer to upload separately. We would like to have a direct integration so that our engineer can view the defect before going to customer house and also validate his warranty and keep a copy of that in the system. Second feature we love to see in WhatsApp is live tracking of my technician. Like in so many apps have this feature now. We like to have this integration. We will love to see payment collection through WhatsApp after the payment things is integrated. And also, if customer is paying some charges, we will love to send them the PDF of the invoice which is just being generated by system. So we can say e-invoicing is expected. Last but not the least, actually, we want the technician and customers to get on a live call, a video call through the system, so that in case it is not required, the customer can be given a online technical support, whereby we can give an exceptional service to our consumers. But this is all looking forward.
So Shafiq, yes, initially we have seen more number of customers coming from the urban market. This also depends on the communication of having the chatbot number with any of the brands. So this goes with us specifically, because what happens is gradually the communication flow like that. and obviously the reach of your communication, your partners, your different thing is equally there in those kind of cities. But what we have seen as a flows also gives such kind of values when we see how many people are going and checking the Hindi language and interacting there and probably inquiring from those market in terms of leads. It's a decent number which is growing. So it's almost plus 30%, which is coming still from the rural market, which is a good penetration to start with. And gradually we expect this to probably settle up in a bigger way.
So we are seeing that a lot of customers are coming on WhatsApp and trying to access our system. So the service call percentage might look not that healthy as of now, but the number of interactions on the system is very high, which can't be measured. Since a lot of customers are coming to check out the content, the self-help features also. So it will not be right to measure this as of now. Since Indians are converting more into an online support rather than waiting for the technician to come down and give you solution at your place.
I think there's one more thing which we wanted to mention, and good this question came up in the journey. See, WhatsApp initially also gives you an opportunity, specifically to the consumer, where they can extract information as per their own choice. So it's not that we are only pushing message. Yes, that feature is definitely there. I can also push communication to customers later after they opt in. But initially, once somebody, so as a chatbot, how does it help? So if they need to probably go into a flow, they'll type a number or they'll type whatever keywords we have given. So what happens? There are a lot of information which the consumer is taking at his own interest and requirements. So that's a very, very important flow, and that is where this two-way communication word builds up. The second important thing is from the company, there are many such things which probably you can offer on a platform. So what happens is once a consumer may be just coming to probably download a catalog or to coming for a service flow, but once he comes on a platform and see there are varieties of opportunity there, it's an open world of information for him. And then for a brand also, it suffices in a different manner. So that's how it's helping. And as we have heard from Shweta also, that there are many more things which are gonna be coming on this platform. So I think the platform has a lot to offer. This is what I'll probably add to this.
Manpreet, do you want to complement that answer with your experience, your thoughts on this?
Yeah. So when we hear about this two-way brand interaction, we believe that as a brand, the customer has always to be given the multiple choices of coming down to access the customer service. Like voice, social media, web, mobile app are standard norms today. All the brands need to have those mediums available. So, but we strongly think that WhatsApp is a medium, like the business WhatsApp is a medium where we can leverage and try to utilize the new features which are available there. So there's a lot of new things which are coming on the table from the WhatsApp side, and then we want to integrate it back end to end. Since this is just a beginning, we feel that there is a lot more which is going to happen, and if we are able to showcase that there is a lot of benefit for the consumer, there is a long way to go. And also the Indian consumers are new to this business WhatsApp, and so large scale adoption will take time. This is what we foresee. But once it becomes a standard norm, we can see huge amount of traction and consumer which come down to this number. And also we are promoting it heavily through our Facebook or web page product on the products and even on the SMS. So yeah, it is last but not the least, it is a very, very cost effective medium as you compare to the voice platform, which is very popular as of now.
Thank you for your generous answers to the question that the audience posed. Now it will be time for us to, I think, end this webinar, and I would like to thank everyone for joining us for the webinar. I thank our guests Abhinav, Manpreet and Shweta for sharing their valuable insights with all of us. I'm sure this benefited most of the audience here. If you have any questions, please write to us at marketing@karix.com.